Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina in Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Friday, might be the 12th, might be the 13th. Not running any water today. Sorry, I'm setting my drag on this. Okay. This is what we use for our pink, when we use our pink Berkeley power worm. This is a Lew's Wally Marshall 8-foot rod. Some of the guys use a 9-foot rod. We sell these in the shop, and this is a Lew's, oh gosh, what is this? MH200 reel. It's got 10-pound braid on it. And then I've got 2-pound vanish tied to the braid and a weighted float. It's got some lead in the bottom where you can throw it down to, it's about a 100th-ounce jig head, and with the worm put on there. And like I said, sometimes the guides use super glue to hold those on. I've got this about 6 feet, 6.5 feet deep. That sun is tough. Just came over the bluff. I'll throw it out there just right on the edge of the sun and the shade. And got a little bit of backflow where the current's moving just a little bit up lake. There is no wind yet, so there's no chop on the water. Everything is pretty dead. I haven't seen a whole lot of fish coming up and hitting the surface. They did early this morning, but they've kind of stopped. I want to give that worm just a little bit of action every 10 seconds or so, just to make it look a little bit more alive. I don't want to move it a lot. Anytime you move the float, you're going to move the worm. We were talking about how much of the worm to put on. You know, it comes, you can pinch them off. They're pretty long. I hadn't measured them, but 1 3/4 inches long, and that's a lot of worm to hang off the hook. Fish can come up and just grab the worm and miss the hook altogether. That's why, and opinions differ. Some of the guides will say they want the client to wait for the float to go under, kind of like a crappie bite. Make sure that fish has it all in its mouth. And some people say set it in the first motion of the float moving. Just like that. There was just a lip. There, he hit it again. See? See? He was not. It was almost like a bluegill bite. Just. And if you're throwing a jig or a fly, you set the hook on that because everything is in the fish's mouth. But this, it's like the fish is just not committed. I've seen when I'm night crawler fishing, I toss it out there, and even a night crawler on it, not even on a hook, throw it out there, and that trout will come up and he'll suck that night crawler in and blow it right back out. And then he'll suck it in, he'll blow it right back out. But I don't know in the video if I can blow up that float and how it was moving. It started to kind of go under when I set the hook. I mean, you're not gonna catch every fish on every bite. Now that time he took the float under, he took it. He didn't play around with it. It's a pretty heavy fish. I think they're stocking them pretty big right now. It seems like they're getting a lot of food in the lake. Because that one's got a pretty good belly on him. It's always hard getting this out without tearing the worm up. I guess you could use barbless. Well, hopefully that kind of told you our mindset on using the pink worm. It's always nice to demonstrate catch. Just not on the first one. I guess it was a miss. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.